Okay guys, this is just in the Prestwich area. Mass exodus, you can see the police as well. There's a big exodus, a big evacuation of Jewish parents and their children. It's 12:23 p.m. and I've never seen anything like it. It's incredibly sad, but this is the world we live in, and it's so awful. It's a sign of defeat that Hamas are calling for crazy they're calling for a day of rage. Who calls for what kind of religion calls for rage? Obviously not Islam, which means peace and submission. This is fascists using Islam to fire up angry young men, very angry. And yeah, we're going to bring you some more reports in a second now that we're through this mobile traffic light. Okay guys, this is the scene outside Manchester Victoria train station. Many a funny photon in the past, but an eerie presence today. As you can imagine, for the call for Islamic Day of Rage, there's going to be a lot of undercover police who are well armed, and maybe even special forces, SAS, SBS, that sort of thing. Now, we're going to do a little bit of central Manchester, but I do not feel comfortable as a rather large target being somewhere where there's been an irrational demonic call to have rage. I don't think anyone martyring themselves today would be very useful, but on the flip side, I also need to balance it to get my viewers, oh, there's crackheads everywhere, to get my viewers the very best photons from this big international news story. So we're going to go towards the northern quarter, see what we can see. Okay, we're just passing Shude Hill bus station on our left here. We're going to turn right down, what's it called? Anyway, the main drag of the northern quarter. There is a little small mosque here on the right. I don't think we're going to go directly outside it, but I just want to monitor and have a look and see if there are a bunch of young men looking like they might be angry. Now, a big feature of my recent videos is young men and people pretending to be men and vice versa being angry. And I would like to ask people why they are so angry, but there is always a risk that you might get attacked. So we are behind locked doors in a German engineered Volkswagen to keep us safe. We'll let this bus through, give him a flash. There you go, busman. Okay guys, welcome to the northern quarter. We're passing the Unicorn pub, and on the left here you see more towards the main drag of the northern quarter, and to our right you've got Affleck's Palace, this big building with a very nice fancy what are they called, LG TV 4K plus window. And down this street on the right is the world famous Market Street, also known as Cracky Street. Your office? It's my office. And to our left we have another police car. There's going to be a lot of cops in the city centre today, and I don't need to repeat myself, you guys know why. Alright, that's looking down to Stevenson Square, and the slow-moving police car coming this way. You don't often see this police patrolling around Manchester, but today you will. So here on the right, you've got special Jewish security. They're called the CST. And on the left here, if we get past the Toyota Aygo, you can see more police presence. This is around the back of Sedgley Park, Prestwich. Very predominantly Orthodox Jewish area. And your humble narrator, Charles Veitch, worked here with a bunch of Orthodox Jewish colleagues for a year and a half. And I had a good time. They treated me very well. Good afternoon, or good morning, everybody. I am broadcasting to you from Sedgley Park, Prestwich area, the largest Orthodox Jewish community outside of London. The reason why we're reporting from here is that unfortunately the former leader of Hamas has called for an international day of jihad, and there's a lot of police around. Let's hope that no crazy people follow that deranged satanic call. The world is reeling at the loss of 1,500 innocent Israeli civilians who are just civilians, and they were butchered and murdered by a terrorist organization called Hamas. And so all around the world, unfortunately, there may be crazy people who want to target Jewish communities and make them feel different. So for every civilized person on earth, stick up for civilization, stick up for good people, stick up for Israel, and know what is right. Do not believe the lies of the Hamas people. Do not believe the lies of the extreme left who want you to ignore Israeli deaths and only concentrate on civilian deaths in Gaza. I think the next 24 hours are going to be extremely strange because the Israeli Defense Forces have asked North Gaza to evacuate. They've told all the civilians to go to other parts of the Gaza Strip. This is a luxury that Hamas does not give to civilians. It kills civilians without any warning. So there's going to be a ground invasion in Gaza to try and rescue the 150 Israeli hostages that Hamas has kidnapped. And as is always the case, crazy people, Islamists, Hamas, they want this conflict to spread to other parts of the world. They want it to spread to England, Scotland, France. We've already had... Morning everybody. They've already had a teacher has been stabbed to death in France this morning. We don't know yet if it's part of this Islamic Day of Rage. But I will not be going into city centre Manchester. Because of my views, I am also a target. And I just want to send my condolences to all the families in Israel who have suffered the worst attack since the founding of the State of Israel. So, yeah, let's hope nothing happens. Thanks for watching. This is cveitch.